Hey there, and welcome back to another one of my guide videos. Hope you are ready for this one. So, I'd been mentally struggling with this current achievement for a while, this in-game trophy, because of how annoying it is to get. I had thought of some different methods, etc., and I just always gave up on it. And I just said, you know what, this is going to be the one achievement I don't get. And which one am I talking about? I'm talking about the worst achievement in the game, the worst trophy in the game. But then today somebody wrote something, and then I optimized it a little bit more, and then I realized, you know what, it just might be possible. And I'm of course talking about the Bursting Beyond and Synchronicity achievements. By the time I had finished every single terminus in the game, I had maybe 280 link times and some like 360 bursting full bursts, and it was terrible. And I'm like, how do I actually go out and do this effectively in a time-effective way? And yeah, so somebody on Reddit wrote today that they AFK farmed their 30 SBAs, so this will also work towards that. So you have to SBA a certain characters 30 times for the achievements, and I switched it up. I took their strategy, I refined it, I changed the battle, I changed a few things, and this is what I came up with. So how to AFK farm these achievements. So the 30 SBA for each character, the 500 link times, which is ridiculous because fights end so fast that you never get there, and the 500 full burst SBAs. And as you know, if you probably watch some endgame content, full bursting is suboptimal because you get less duration on the boss. You get less SBA back. It's better to 2+2 SBAs. So any good team is either is going to kill fast enough where SBA doesn't matter, or they're going to do a 2+2. So you very rarely see a full burst anymore. And that is inherently the problem with this design, because a full burst is capped at 10 mil, while 2+2 you can hit 20 mil. Plus the boss is down for a longer period of time, plus the first two characters that SBA'd start gaining SBA back much quicker because they're gaining the 20% from the next two SBAs that come after. Anyway, all of this to say, you don't see full burst very much. Even if you do have the opportunity, sometimes people hold it, sometimes they just want to finish the mission quicker, whatever it is, it doesn't fucking matter. And here we are to the point where we are AFK farming for a trophy. So here we go. So I'm going to show you the builds. I don't know if Rackam is optimal or not, but all of them are basically going to run something similar where you're running double link together. You want triple uplift, so I have all my uplifts as substats on other things. 1 stun power, and you want to ensure that you have flight over fight. You do not want terminus weapon on your character. Definitely not terminus weapon. Doesn't really matter which one you have. The less damage, the better. Actually, it might even be better to run the stun power one. Yes, probably better to run the stun power one. I didn't think about that when I was first looking at it, but as I start this video, makes sense. And here we go. So every character is going to run the same basic setup, where you're looking 1 stun power. You're looking at flight over flight. I don't think untouchable actually matters, but I put it in there anyway because, you know, you have too many slots anyway. And so the gist of it is that and nimble onslaught wherever you can. So the only reason I'm running orange slots in general is because of the fact that I basically sold everything that isn't orange. So to get my uplifts, to get my nimble onslaughts and things like that, I have to run orange sigils. So here I am, maker of my own doing. So there we go, and here we go. So I put provoke on the lead, and what you're going to want to do is that when you do set up these teams, make sure to save them. So I have it saved as SBA farm 1, 2, 3, 4 for each of the different slots. So I know that if I ever need to, let's say, run Lancelot, then I put a different character in for Lancelot instead of switching out one of the other 2 characters. It just helps with menuing down the road. So here you go. I saved that. Save the entire party as well as SBA farm. I just changed weapons, so it's good to resave everything.
Hello.
And here we go. So we're going to go to Extreme ID.
What do you say? We're counting on you.
And this is the great part, and the whole point of AFK farming, because we're on Extreme, because we're on extreme, you can turn on full assist
Ready to
mode,
die?
and the game will link attack for you, SBA for
do
you,
or
and
die.
just do basic normal stuff and dodge for you. And because you're using Nimble Onslaught, you gain SBA. So since we're running provoke, then every time it jumps at us, we Nimble Onslaught, gain SBA, and it is going to jump at us more. And anytime we link attack, it will jump to it. And so this is how you're going to be building up your SBA for your main character, whether it's Catalina or anybody else, it doesn't matter. You're going to be doing the same strategy the entire time. And there you go, you just get to sit back and watch.
The time is right.
And the reason, so originally I had put Fairy instead of Cagliostro. But the problem that I ended up running into is that Fairy is light, and because it is weak, if you notice, I didn't put War Elemental on anybody, because it is weak to light, if Fairy started the SBA, then I had a big problem.
Let's keep it up.
But as is, I haven't had nearly as much of a problem.
Prepare yourself. Devastation. The time is right.
Salvation.
You're not feeling our hit.
Sentenced.
Good saving. That's one moving.
Not quite.
They're wide open.
Have at
On
no
my honor.
Time.
Return the tide.
Of course.
I owe you much.
Quick attempt.
Let me teach
Here
you.
we go, SBA started. You're gonna get your full burst going. And one quick note while I am on this screen is make sure to set your, so full assist mode is on, and make sure to set override hold SBA for chain bursting on, and skybound art type, well, boss only, obviously there's only a boss, and full burst only for skybound art activation.
Catalina.
They're all
And then when you hold tab, it should be on auto, not on.
Into the icy beyond. Lancelot.
At the ready.
So yeah, the issue is I was noticing that sometimes I would kill too fast, and that was because I had Fairy on the team. And Fairy's light, so you get the light advantage. So when Fairy started the SBA, it would do about twice as much damage. But here we don't have that problem because now nobody's light. You might see a bit of an issue when you are doing this for a light lead, but overall, because your lead is attacking less due to the fact that
Doctor's in.
full assist mode doesn't actually chase the enemy.
Strike us.
It only attacks them when they're close enough, and there you go. So we have our full burst, we have our link time, and here we go.
We'll conclude this.
GG, one of each, done, out of the way. And of course, I finished my 30 for Catalina, so now we're gonna go back and menu and show you just exactly why you should save.
That was one heck of a
these
fight,
chests.
but I knew I could count on
Now
you.
what do we have here? Oh, not bad. Now what do
So
this'll
if
come in
you
handy?
do add more
Oh,
damage, like let's say you put a
such
damage
a-
cap on
oh
somebody,
my.
you can clear a little bit faster, things like that. I found that it might be a little bit sketchy to get both the SBA and the link time. The link time usually comes after. So play around with it, different combinations, obviously depending on what lead you're using, might change things as well. And since link time is the most important thing for me, because it's way far, I figured that this was a safer bet to go with. So there you go, that was a fully AFK, one full burst, one link time with one SBA for the lead, and obviously we can change out the lead. So now, remember I said save all of these things. So I want to switch out Catalina because she's done, and I don't know who I'm going to put. Let's say Narmaya, because I don't think I have 30 SBA for her. Let's double check. So if you don't know where to check, it's in trophies, battle, and then you're going to go down, and you have these 2 Versas, 3 Angry Manus, and 30 Skybound Arts for each character. And if you've ever made an Ascension weapon, you need that 30 Skybound Arts as a character to complete their Ascension weapon. So this is 1, going to just completing my trophies, and 2, being able to make the Ascension weapons after, because I don't really have anything else to do in this game. And here's Narmaya. So Narmaya, I've got 13, so we're good to go. And obviously you can AFK farm Versa and AFK farm Angry Mania. So here we go. So Narmaya's in. Go take everything off. Make sure to put the correct weapon on. So it's the stun power weapon. This one. And then you're going to filter by... saved. And then you're gonna go look. So I'm replacing Catalina, and then I'm just going to take everything that Catalina was wearing. And this will only take what's saved as a part, this will only take what was saved as a loadout for somebody. And because Catalina is currently wearing it, I can very quickly and easily see who, see what she was wearing at the time. So there you have it. I hope this helped. I'm gonna go finish up setting up my Narmaya and start doing more runs. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And otherwise, have a great day. And all done. And I'll go ahead and save this as SBA Farm.